Have you ever missed someone who hurt you? Craved their text, even after they disrespected you? Felt butterflies when they came back, even though they broke you last time? What if I told you that might not be love? It might be a trauma bond. And the scary part? Trauma bonding feels almost identical to real love in the beginning. The intensity, the obsession, the emotional pull. It feels powerful, magnetic, unforgettable. But real love doesn't leave you confused about your worth. Today, we're breaking down the difference between trauma bonding and real love, so you can finally understand what you're feeling and why it's so hard to let go. This topic matters because so many people stay in painful relationships thinking, this must be love. It hurts because it's deep. No, it hurts because it's unstable. Movies taught us that chaos equals passion, that jealousy equals desire, that emotional highs and lows mean connection. But healthy love doesn't feel like emotional survival. If you've ever felt addicted to someone, if you've ever said, I know they're bad for me, but I can't leave, this is for you. Let's break it down. First difference, intensity versus stability. Trauma bonds are intense. Real love is stable. A trauma bond feels like a roller coaster. One day they adore you. The next day they ignore you. One day you're their world. The next day you're walking on eggshells. And when they finally give you attention again, it feels like relief. Like winning a prize. That relief isn't love. It's your nervous system calming down after stress. Real love doesn't constantly take away affection just to give it back. It's consistent. It's steady. It's not dramatic every week. If your relationship feels like emotional chaos more than emotional safety, that's your first clue. Second difference, anxiety versus peace. Trauma bonding creates anxiety. You overthink their tone. You reread messages. You wonder, are they mad? You feel insecure, but blame yourself. There's always tension in the air. Real love creates peace. You don't fear abandonment every time they need space. You don't feel like you're auditioning for their approval. You don't lose sleep wondering where you stand. Ask yourself this. When you think about them, do you feel calm? Or do you feel nervous? Love should regulate you, not destabilize you. Third difference, attachment versus choice. In trauma bonding, you feel stuck. You might even say, I can't live without them. But what you really mean is, I'm afraid of the withdrawal. Because trauma bonding works like an addiction. The highs feel amazing. The lows feel unbearable. And your brain keeps chasing the next high. It's not about connection anymore. It's about relief. Real love is a choice. You choose each other freely. Not out of fear. Not out of loneliness. Not because the pain feels familiar. You don't stay because you're scared to be alone. You stay because the relationship adds value to your life. There's a big difference between wanting someone and needing someone to stop your anxiety. Fourth difference, control versus growth. Trauma bonds often involve control. Maybe subtle control. Maybe emotional manipulation. Maybe guilt. Maybe silent treatment. You slowly shrink to keep the peace. You stop bringing up your needs. You adapt to their moods. And over time, you don't even recognize yourself. Real love helps you grow. You feel supported. You feel heard. You feel safe expressing your opinions. You don't become smaller to stay loved. You become stronger because you are loved. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes trauma bonding feels stronger than real love. It feels more passionate, more dramatic, more cinematic. But chaos is not chemistry. Let me say that again. Chaos is not chemistry. Just because it's intense doesn't mean it's healthy. Just because it's hard to leave doesn't mean it's meant to be. Your brain can confuse familiarity with destiny. If you grew up around inconsistency, criticism, emotional distance, then unstable love can feel normal. And stable love can feel boring at first. But boring is not bad. Boring can mean safe. Boring can mean predictable. Boring can mean peaceful. Real love might not give you butterflies every second, but it gives you something more powerful. Security. Here's your takeaway. If the relationship makes you question your worth, your sanity, or your stability, pause. If you feel addicted instead of supported, pause. If you're constantly waiting for the next emotional high, pause. Love should not feel like survival. Love should feel like safety. And you deserve safety. Before you go, I want you to reflect. Are you in love? Or are you attached to the emotional roller coaster? Be honest with yourself. If this video helped you see something clearly, comment below. I choose peace. Like this video if you want more psychology breakdowns like this. Subscribe for more content that helps you build stronger self-worth and healthier relationships. And remember, The right love won't confuse you. It will calm you.